Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I basically made Flappy Bird but impossibly hard. So I started off making the mechanics of the base game, which wasn't too bad. Just pressing space for the bird to move up, and an endless loop of pipes, and each pipe gives 1 point. Only the pipes move to give that illusion that the bird is actually moving. There's only normal and slanted pipes for now. Now to start off making it harder, I added an energy bar that's required for flapping. So then the player has to collect these energy balls to recover their energy and continue flying. This already makes it a lot harder than normal. I added some effects when the bird dies, and some new pipe types, which includes one that moves up and down, and one that turns invisible every couple seconds. These pipes are white to distinguish them from the other ones. I'm not that evil after all. New types of pipes unlock after every couple of points that the player scores, so that they don't immediately face off against them. And then for the next obstacle, of course, missiles. They come from the right side of the screen and then head towards the bird. The player has to click on it to explode it ahead of time. And lasers. There's an indicator that pops up for a couple seconds before it shoots a laser across the whole screen. I then added various debuffs that would occur randomly and it stays for a couple of seconds, such as increased gravity and reverse gravity. Originally it was double gravity, but it proved to be way too hard and used way too much energy just to stay afloat, so now it's just 1.5 times gravity. The reverse gravity makes the bird go upwards, and flapping will make it go down. It really is a lot harder with these debuffs, so I added more. There's an earthquake debuff that shakes the entire screen around, and rain that doesn't really do anything except distract the player, I guess, but it lasts a lot longer than the other debuffs. And nearsightedness.
Myopia.
All of these debuffs together really make it hard to play. Since the laser spawn position is random, sometimes it can spawn in a position where it completely blocks off the pipe's entrance for the bird. And since the bird can't move left or right, it really lacks any maneuverability. I don't really want it to use WASD to move around since I want to stick to the original Flappy Bird movement, and probably will use WASD for something else. So I just made it so that when the player holds right click, a shield generates that blocks the laser. Its only use is to block the laser. The shield uses up energy as well, so I had to increase the bird's max energy a little bit. I then added a flashbang debuff next, and it flashbangs. And it's just a white image on the screen. It was originally a second, but it seemed a little too OP, so now it's 0.5 seconds. The next debuff is tunnel vision,
Glaucoma.
which makes it the only spot visible in a circle around the mouse. Everywhere else is black. Honestly, I was running out of ideas at this point, and it took me a while to think of more stuff to make it even more hard. So the next thing I added was a closed pipe in which the player has to press the button in order to open. And it opens at least much wider than usual. Of course, to make it harder, the button can spawn on the bottom as well. It really feels like the main difficulty just comes from all the multitasking. The next and final addition is a gate that opens when the player enters the correct code, which is WASD or arrow keys in the correct order. So now the WASD keys are finally being used. And the controls being used is a pretty standard WASD, space, and mouse clicks. I then did some finishing touches like laser particles when it collides with the shield, sound effects, and the menu screen. Also, this is what it looks like with every debuff and effects. It's a little hard. The pipes don't move any faster in late game, but the debuffs all last longer, except for flashbang since it's too OP, and the gates with arrow codes will eventually get impossibly long. I'm not even sure if the game is balanced right since I can't get that far in the game by playing it normally, but I'm sure it's possible for someone out there. That's it for this video, and if you want to try it, it's in the description. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.